Welcome to the weird and wacky world of my schizophrenic ass. Today, we are at Crackhead Customs, and this is your daily dose of all European shitboxes. You wanna say something cool?
This never gets old.
Well, in this episode, I'm going to change the coolant, replace the thermostat, and replace the fan switch as well. So let's get to it.
I don't really know what I'm doing, so my workflow is going to be see bolt, remove bolt, and get to the bottom of it. Also, I think I'm going to remove the air filter on this assembly as well. First things first, drain the coolant, which happens with this tube. This is the draining tube. There's a hose clamp here. I will undo it, and hopefully it will drain. Seems like I've miscalculated the state of this car. Okay then. The next best option I can think of is just to remove the fan switch and drain there and splash coolant all over the place, but it is what it is. You've been to Taco Bell recently? By the way, Taco Bells. There aren't any Taco Bells in Hungary, but last summer I visited Spain, and there are Taco Bells in Spain, and of course I've seen the names, so I had to try it for myself. I went and ordered, consumed my food, and after that a sudden urge hit me, so I went and visited the bathroom at Taco Bell, and it was closed due to technical reasons. Somebody clogged it. So, since I still had a deed to do, I went to the female bathroom and took the biggest shit of my life, like unimaginable size. And I managed to clog the female toilet as well. So I think that was the most Taco Bell experience I could have ever had. Anyways, I'm going to take the radiator out and flash it. Nothing screams well-maintained car more than finding a bunch of different screws holding the same part. Tell me one good reason why you would use 11mm bolts instead of 10mm. Why? Citron, why? Who hurt you? You were beaten as a child, but it seems like for a reason. Crackhead impact driver. Enjoy the vibrations. Did this help? I don't think so. I'm going to break the bolt. You can see it fucking twisting. The bolt head is twisting, but it's not coming out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to break this fucking thing. But that would be fun. Well, we tried violence, now it's time for the power of the sun. And now some more violence. That's it, yeah. Oppa. Or I'm trying to break the bolt. Both are possible. You can throw any of them out. I think I'm breaking the screw right now. It's turning. Something is happening. Yep, I broke the bolt. Told you. God damn it. Fucking French people. One more reason to ban fucking France. Mom, I want to go home. Again, life is a soup and I'm a fork. I managed to remove a grand total of 1 bolt without breaking it. All the 3 others broke. So I've been soaking them in brake fluid for a while, and now I will start heating it, this time with gas, and heating it and trying to loosen them with vice grips. If that doesn't work, then I don't know, I'm going to unalive myself or something to that extent. Well, in the end, the pipe wrench made the difference, but it's actually funny that the parts that were threaded in remained nice and clean, and the parts that weren't threaded, those were the ones rusting and making the bolts break. So keep that in mind whenever you are doing something like this, especially if it's going into aluminum or near coolant. Always apply some grease, preferably like copper paste or anti-seize or something, because it will end up like this. But luckily the threads are all alright. They are all very nice. So I'm going to clean up this mess.
Camera is working.
Yeah.
No.
Life update. It got fucking worse. So I decided to take off the lower half of the thermostat housing as well. That didn't break. None of the bolts broke. Break. None of them broke. But the funny thing is, they are not M6. They are also not M8. They are M7. Because fuck you, that's why. Nobody uses M7 bolts except the French. That's a very French thing to do. Anyways, I didn't want to drill. Didn't want to drill the cylinder head, so that remains M7 because I have the bolts for that. But the upper half, of course, all the bolts broke. So I promoted these threads to M8 and got some screws as well. Other thing, one of the copper bleed screws that are present on these early diesel engines also broke. It wasn't me, it was broken before me. Couldn't remove it, so that got also promoted to M8, but of course you can buy those bleed screws in M8, so it got a regular less bolt. We also vapor blasted the cases. By the way, the government don't want you to know this, but you don't need fancy equipment to vapor blast. There is a crackhead method as well. You just need a pressure washer and the $15 attachment. Yeah, also a bunch of hoses also broke, so I put a few new ones, like this one. This is for the return circuit of the thermostat housing. This goes back to the
Yeah.
Back to there.
Back there. Back there.
Back there.
Lembergember. Lembergember.
Anyways, I also, in my infinite wisdom, didn't buy any new gaskets because like who the fuck needs gaskets? It's for pussies anyways. So we're going to use liquid gasket just to make it easy to remove next time. And also, some fuckwit managed to strip all the threads on this thingamajig. I suppose this is like the choke, but for diesel. So there isn't much thread like that. So I'm going to glue that back in place like I found it, because it was glued, but with silicone. The funny thing about silicone and aluminium and coolant is that they fucking corrode together. So kids, don't glue aluminium or steel or anything that isn't fucking bathroom tiling with silicone. Please, thank you very much. And after careful consideration, I decided that I'm not going to reuse this radiator for several reasons. First of all, it's broken. Second of all, it isn't even the right radiator for this car. And there are man-made horrors beyond my comprehension living inside it. So thanks to the magic of buying two cars, I have another radiator. Yippee! This one is also, well, it has seen better days, but it's way better than this one. So I all cleaned it out already. It's as clean as this shit's gonna get. So that one will go inside that shitbox. Yippee! Wow! Yippee! Well, this just happened. I wasn't even torquing it or anything, just turning it in by fucking hand. I was hand turning it. And it broke. Fucking piece of shit. So as it turns out, there isn't much threads left in this gap. Because some idiot decided to put regular tap water in there. And a funny thing, also known as cavitation, occurred, which literally eats your engine. So always use distilled water. So no wonder it broke. Obviously I don't have a tap like this, so I can't reuse this cap or this casting. So I went and scavenged the parts car again for this piece of shit. Well, removing it went just about as painfully and violently as you would expect, but the threads are fine, and this is altogether in much better shape than the one that was in the car originally. And I even managed to source enough M7 bolts so that I don't have to upgrade the other lower casting as well. Because, as it turns out, these early production diesels had the supply for the oil cooler from the lower casting, and the later production variants got it from the upper half of the casting. So of course I can't just put it together like this, because that would mean I have a hole to fill, and I don't want to fill this hole. I want to connect it to its place. That means this lower casting has to come off again, and I will have to put this one in, which doesn't have the feed line. I also have to clean it, so that whole vapor blasting fiasco was for nothing. I'm not going to vapor blast this again, because it's already fucking 10 PM and I want this car running as soon as I can. So what I will have to do. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. It took me a day to get to a point where I was yesterday, but at least it's done. For now. Remember kids, every quick afternoon project is one broken bolt away from becoming a 4-day marathon. Well, now, would you look at it? That is looking fine. No leaks, absolutely no leaks. The heating improved immeasurably. It's heating so well that I'm thinking about starting growing Mediterranean fruits inside the car. It's very good. Almost instantly it starts heating. So the thermostat definitely was acting up. It wasn't really working fine. But yeah, this is how a quick afternoon fix becomes a week of pain and suffering. Yeah, this happens often with old cars, but that's why we like them. So anyways, I've been rambling on for enough. I'm going to cut this right now. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, well, I'm sorry you have a mental issue. And stay tuned, because you will be disappointed.